Today we are going to show you a cauliflower soup recipe of ours which really deserves a lot more views than it gets because it is really delicious. Now we're coming into winter here in Australia, so it's definitely coming into soup weather now.
Yes, and we love to have soup for like a packed lunch, like for Dan to take to work. So this soup is awesome. It's 8 serves, so we just like portion it up, pop it in the freezer, and then like there's nothing easier than just grabbing out a frozen soup to take to work. And it's really like nice when it's cold to have that for lunch.
It really is. It's really kind of warming and kind of comforting because there's quite a lot of bacon in this, and it just is like, delicious.
Yeah, and don't think cauliflower soup's going to be boring and tasteless, because this one is delicious because it's flavored with bacon. So there you go. So we've got all of our ingredients here, and there's actually not that many to make this soup. So we have a whole head of cauliflower that we've just roughly chopped up into florets.
That's about 1 kilo of cauliflower.
It was a big one, yeah. And then we have 1 onion that we've just diced, some salt, some smoked paprika, so you want the smoked one, some garlic, some stock, or you could use bone broth as well, is really good. And then we have some bacon. So what we're going to do is cook the bacon off first, and then we'll go from there.
As always, the recipe will be in the description below if you're going to make this, so you know all the ingredients and the measurements.
Okay, so we've just got all of our bacon in our big pot here, and what we're going to do is just cook this down. We really want to render all the fat out of it and make it nice and crispy. And then we're going to take the bacon out from the pan and just leave the fat in there. So we just want to cook it all down first to get it nice and crunchy. Okay, so you can see the bacon's kind of rendered down a bit now. So we're just going to use like a slotted spoon to try and get the bacon out, but leave the fat in the pan. So we might just want to take it off the heat for a minute. So if we leave a few bits and pieces in there, that doesn't really matter. We're just getting the majority of it out. And then we're going to add in our onions and cook them off. So we're just going to set the bacon aside for now, and we're going to pop it back on the heat and pop in our onions and our salt. So we're just going to cook the onions down just over like a medium heat. We don't necessarily want them to brown, we just want them to kind of cook through and become translucent. So I'm just going to pop the salt in as well. And we'll just leave those to cook away for a few minutes. Okay, so our onions have been cooking away for about 5 minutes now. It looks nice. So now we're going to add in our garlic powder and smoked paprika and just cook that for about a minute, just until it's fragrant. And then we're going to add in our cauliflower and our broth.
Look how much the colour, like the paprika.
The smoked paprika really gives it a delicious smoky flavour as well as a nice colour. Okay, so that's just cooked away for a minute just to release the fragrance, and now we're going to add in all of our cauliflower that we have here.
Because it's getting blended, the size of the cauliflower doesn't really matter.
And now we're just going to pour in our stock. Okay, so now we are going to leave this, we're going to bring it up to a simmer and then leave it to bubble away for about 20 to 25 minutes until the cauliflower is all cooked through. Okay, our cauliflower is all tender now, So we are just going to leave it just to cool for a little bit, and then we're going to blend it up. Okay, so our cauliflower is all cooked, and now what we want to do is blend this to get it really smooth and creamy. So we are going to use a stick blender. So this is just going to go like an immersion blender, I think it's called. So we're just going to pop it in here and blend it all around. We just want to be super careful because it's really hot liquid. You could also use a blender if you like, but you just need to be careful.
Even more careful than the stick blender.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see we like it really nice and thick. If you didn't like it that thick, you could always add a bit more stock or water to kind of thin it out a bit. I will say probably if you do it in the high speed blender, it does get a little bit smoother, but that is just so much easier to me than having to do batches in a blender.
And I don't like the risk of it
exploding. Yeah. Okay, so now we are going to add some cream. We've just got half a cup of cream here. We're going to add that in, and then we're going to add some of the bacon in, but we're going to keep some aside to kind of sprinkle on the top when we serve it. So we'll just add some of that in now, and then we're going to pop it back on the stove and just heat all that through, and we're nearly there, guys. Smells so good in here. It smells like winter, doesn't it? Like, could this be any more wintry? So then you just want to serve up a portion, and you can see it's got all the yummy bacon bits in it, and then we're just going to sprinkle some of our reserved bacon on the top. How delicious does that look?
About to tell you how delicious it tastes. I even went with a soup spoon. It's quite hot.
Yeah, it was really hot. Straight off the stove.
But it's smoky, it's creamy, and the cauliflower just gives the, like, it's not a massive cauliflower flavour because of the bacon and the smoked paprika. It's really smoky flavours. The bacon bits on top kind of give you a crouton feel without the croutons. So yeah, really, really, really delicious. If you've liked this video, guys, please make sure you give us a thumbs up so we keep doing videos like this. Give this recipe a try for winter. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.